Hey, if you stop scrolling, I'm pretty sure you're looking for your dream wedding dress. You are in the right place. I have over 12 years of experience working with hundreds of brides, both in styling and alterations, and I have learned so much out of those experiences. I'm going to share with you today when and how and what do you need to purchase your wedding dress. You never know what you don't know. Be sure to stay until the end. I'm going to give you a couple of tips about when not to purchase your wedding dress. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit the bell button so you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. For now, let's get started. How do I choose my wedding dress? That's a good question. Now that you've got engaged, the next thing that pops in your head is, how do I choose my wedding dress? Let's eliminate for you a couple of dresses. There's so many dresses out. You guys have no idea. Thousands and thousands of dresses. If we would all have to consider those dresses, we would never find the perfect dress. But if we consider the right factors in choosing our bridal gown, we're going to eliminate a bunch of dresses that just noise in the background and they're not good for us, that you do not need to see, you do not need to try. In my opinion, it's very important for you to only start looking for your perfect wedding dress only after you look for a venue. If you do have the venue, if the venue is decided, it's paid and booked, then that's 100% you're ready to start looking for your bridal gown. So as soon as the venue is going to be booked, it's going to dictate the type of wedding dress you're going to need, depending on your venue. If it's an outdoor venue, it's a black tie venue, it's a beach, it's a barn, whatever that is going to tell you exactly, and it's going to help your stylist to find the right dress for you. Second, and there's something that you guys cannot ignore, I know a lot of brides are coming into an appointment and say, I'm open. You still have to have a budget on it, girl, because most of the time the wedding dress, especially in the boutiques, are going to be anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000 and probably even more. And this is just your main piece of your look. That's just your bridal gown. Remember, a veil, which is an accessory, could be anywhere between $350 to $2,000. That has to go in your budget. Then you're also going to need a pair of shoes that is going to match perfectly with your wedding dress. That goes in your budget. On the other hand, you probably need a headpiece. But how about a belt? All these are going to be included in your final budget. And yet, we haven't got the dress yet. But when we do, we need to consider alterations. Alterations could be anywhere between $200 to maybe $2,000, or maybe even more if you start making custom work on your wedding dress. Generally, the most popular ones are going to be your hem if you're too short, you need the bustle if you have a big train, take it in or let it out if you're between sizes. Then we look up here into customizing. If your dress is strapless and you look into adding some sort of either sleeves or shoulder or straps or anything else, that's going to be customized work and it has to come out of your pocket. So just be realistic, just be honest to yourself and pass that information to your stylist. Right? If you have a budget, has to include your main piece, has to include your accessories, and also has to include your alterations. So what do we have so far in order for you to eliminate a bunch of dresses that are going to be useless to you? It's the venue and it's going to be your budget. Let's go to the next one. Number 3 has to do a lot with your body shape, with your body proportions. If you establish a relationship with your bridal stylist, if you think she's really experienced and understands really well proportions and fit and fabrics and silhouettes, let her consult you. Go in your bridal appointment without the crown on your head. By then, she's seen so many brides. She understands the fabrics, the silhouette, the fit, the proportion. So tell her exactly where your venue is. Tell her exactly how much money and let her consult you. We are so unique and different, and every single dress you see on social media with filters and lights and whatnot is not going to fit you the same way when you go into the store. So our job today was to eliminate a couple of thousands of dresses. They're not going to be useful to you. And by that, use those factors to eliminate them. Venue, body type, and your budget. You need to stay focused and you need to understand what doesn't work for you and why. So now that we have the 3 factors that are going to eliminate a bunch of dresses and is going to create a clear path for us to go and find our perfect wedding dress, let's discuss about the factors that will help us not to buy a wedding dress when we are not ready or it's not our wedding dress. Do not buy a dress if you can't afford it. Never compromise on money. I've had brides before where they had a certain budget, they fall in love with the dress, twice their budget, and be unable to finish payment, make your experience extremely bitter. The happiness of your wedding has nothing to do with the money you're going to spend on a wedding dress. Do not fall for trends. Trends have nothing to do with you as a person. Your aesthetic, your beauty is not necessarily going to shine through trends. It's going to shine to you picking the right dress, considering the right factors. Do not follow trends, avoid trends, do you. Trends are not necessarily applicable to every single one of us. Trends have nothing to do with our budget. Trends have nothing to do with our body type. Trends have nothing to do with the rest of our picture. Do not buy a dress when you're not 100% sure. If you think you're not 100% sure, give yourself some time and think about it. Most likely, if the next morning you're going to wake up thinking about it, then that's your dress. Go back and get it. So unless you are sure, unless you cried, and unless you never seen anything more beautiful in your life than you in a mirror standing with that wedding dress, then do not do it. You got to do it when you're 100% sure. Never buy a wedding dress that someone else is suggesting for you. Never buy a wedding dress that your mother likes, or your granny, or your future mother-in-law. Do not pick a dress because granny is crying. Be firm about it. It's important for you to love the dress. And if you do, everyone else love you, they will love the dress as well. You got to do you. You got to shine, and you're going to look perfect, and you're going to feel confident and beautiful. But it has to do a lot with who you are as a woman, as a bride, what your aesthetic is. Right here, you're going to find my videos about how I made my own wedding dress. I got married a long time ago, but I just shown you how easy and how cheap it is to make your own wedding dress. If you want to take that path and if you're interested, I hope you use all these tools that I just provided you with so you can find the perfect wedding dress. If you are interested in watching a couple of more videos, please feel free to scroll down, and you're going to find a couple of interesting videos about alterations, about making your own clothes, making your wedding dress, and a couple of more other things. For now, I hope you have an amazing journey in finding your wedding dress. Take care.